Right, okay, well let's quickly go through what's in the kit. The Dasberg X250 kit. Obviously the heart of the conversion is the pump. It's 20,000 litres per hour pump. It's obviously a single phase, so it's direct fitment into a regular plug socket. Foot switch control, which we've added to the unit. There are some minor modifications to the impeller internally, and of course the agitation pipe clipped to the side of the pump to aid with the agitation of the media water mix, and of course the connection at the side, and obviously the connection which makes its way up to the gun inside the actual cabinet. You've got the mounting frame, easily assembled following the supplied guide. And then of course you've got the front panel, again likewise easily bolted to the pre-existing sandblasting machine, obviously with a very fine controlled air regulator unit, obviously with a PSI gauge at the front. This is your connection to your main supply line, so the direction of flow is this direction, and with a one-way valve to prevent any water from obviously getting its way into the air regulator itself. This then follows round and connects into the side of the sandblasting machine and makes its way over to this pipe, which then of course is connected to the gun. So this is the main mixing chamber. It is made of aluminium. It's a combination of 3mm and 2mm aluminium to keep the cost down. This is the area here that connects up in this sort of angle up to the bottom of the machine, and this is where we're calling it the snout of the existing sandblasting machine, passes through this gasket and fully seals itself as it wedges its way down into that area in there. Obviously the top area here is unboltable so that the pump can be placed inside the cabinet, and then a rubber gasket, so once it's all bolted down it should seal up quite nicely. And on the side we have a water level sort of sight gauge. It is made of PVC. This is the water outlet here, so if you just want to change the dirty water but leaving the media behind, this is the outlet ball valve for that. And at the bottom here is the main media outlet and water, should you want to dump the whole lot in one go because you're going for a change of media throughout. Obviously the two black connections at the top are for the wires in and out of the tank. So that's pretty self-explanatory, and the bottom here bolts to the mounting frame once it's all assembled together. So over here you've got all your lighting assembly parts, so the gaskets, all the fitting assemblies here, obviously the stainless nuts and bolts, and the lens itself, and it comes with covers both upper and lower, so those need to be peeled off before you finally bolt it in place. The two LED lights, these seem to be the most reliable units on the market at the moment, especially for this application. Of course these lights fit externally in the machine. It's one thing we always press for, really, is no electronics inside a Vapour Blaster machine. It seems obvious, but yeah, it certainly is to us, so that everything electronic is kept on the outside of the actual cabinet. Various fittings and connections here for the air input and the water pipe elements, and two thin flanges here with nuts and gaskets for the air vent system, which is top right here. So yeah, you have various other parts here. This is the we're calling it the plate filter assembly. It's very simple to really understand what it's for. It's really to stop any nuts and bolts and any significant debris from falling past the bottom of the mixing chamber of the original sandblaster, and obviously stop bolts and whatnot getting up into the pump and damaging the impeller of the pump. So this must be in place at all times. It just has a little handle here for lifting out, and of course the water hose passes through this gland here. You do get two professional pair of gloves from Port West. We've used these for years and they're the most hard wearing and reliable. The gloves that tend to come in the sandblaster machine either aren't waterproof, or if they are, they're made of very thin material, so these just come naturally with the kit. Just a bit of an upgrade for you. And of course here is your door seal, one of the most vital elements to keeping the door from leaking. When you first set off as a sandblaster, it just has a little foam seal, absolutely useless for a vapor blaster. You do need the professional rubber door seal in this particular assembly to stop any leaks around the door. So that's more or less it, but any further questions on these kits, then do send us a message via the message box, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks very much.